Hello, this is Trevor Greene, proud superintendent of the Yakima School District with our update board report and COVID report. Very excited at this time to announce that the governor and the superintendent of public instruction, Chris Reichdahl, do support returning to school to in-person learning for all students. Of course, we are encouraging distancing when possible, but we also know that that is not always possible with all students back all the time. But that great news of returning to full in-person learning is something that has both the board and administration and, of course, our community excited to return to that traditional way of operating and being in school. We will continue to offer distant opportunity or learning online for those who do not want to return to full in-person learning. So that is an option. And in addition, we also have a mandate from the governor, supported by our superintendent of public instruction, to continue with masking for our students and our staff. So during the time that we are in school, here in the initial stages of returning, with the increased virus infection rate with the Delta virus, we know that mitigating and having a mask during that time is something that will certainly help us enter into a full learning session later on without masks. But at this point, we are returning fully in person with masks, both students and staff. Regarding summer school, we had a very robust summer school program, and it speaks to the excitement of students wanting to come back with the desire to learn. We numbered 1,830 students that did participate in our summer programs. We addressed literacy, migrant programs, STEAM programs, all the way up into the senior level to preschool, the littles, and just had a wonderful time this summer seeing the success of our students. We do look forward to taking the lessons that we learned this year and continuing to have a more robust opportunity and program for all of our students and have options for every individual to participate if they so choose. Several years ago, a commitment was made to finish the Davis Auditorium, and I inherited that commitment and am very proud to say that the school board is excited to support that as well. So we are moving forward on a project to renovate the Davis Auditorium and have a premier facility in our district serving students here and also serving our community. And it's just exciting to know that that's a commitment we can finally fulfill. And that will start, it's already started the process of design, and we are hoping for a rapid completion, hopefully by the end of 2022. But we also realize that there are challenges around construction, but we are planning to finish that on a very expedited timeline. We are also excited as a school board, as a district, to reveal our character words for this year. Every so often we refresh our character words, and it allows us to approach ourselves personally and the work that we do with students around a word that can really change lives. And I know that that's a lot when you're thinking about a word, but we are all constantly improving, and to have these character words this year is exciting, knowing that they're aligned with our strategic plan and especially with our profile of a graduate. We are also excited about a bond review that will allow for a refund for all of our taxpayers who have homes and live in our district. We are looking at a possible refund revamp that would bring $250,000 back into the pockets of the taxpayers, which is something that we're really excited about when we talk about our stewardship financially and what that means to the community. Another update around funding is ESSER funding or CARES funding. As a district, we received ESSER 1, ESSER 2, and then ASR, or what we would call ESSER 3 funding. The ESSER 1 funding has already been spent. That was several million dollars that we did exhaust during the time of the shutdown and during COVID. Now moving towards expedited learning, spending of ESSER 2 funding is in play. And then we will have access to a large amount of ESSER 3 funding coming to us from the federal government based on our title numbers, which is exciting for us here in Yakima. We will have that ESSER 3 funding available this fall. Some of the things that this has been used for is obviously screening protocols around COVID and computers, connectivity district-wide. We're working on having free internet for all of our students within district boundaries. That's been a major project. Kudos to our tech department and our director, Andy Gonzalez, and his work in that. And then a large amount of funding also goes directly to schools. We know that at the district level there are items that need to be addressed on a more holistic scale to make sure that we are providing for the entire district in a very intentional manner. But there are also needs that occur at the district, at the school level, and there are certainly school improvement plans and projects that are unique to each location. So we're looking at a large amount of that funding as well going directly to schools, and we've already seen a tremendous increase in personnel to serve our students at the direct level of being in the classroom or in the schools themselves. Increase of counselors, social workers, case managers, teachers coming in, reducing class sizes, especially at the younger levels. So we've seen a great increase in personnel and are excited about what that means for you in the building as teachers, for our parents, for our students, to know that as a parent, my students will have access to certainly a high quality teacher, but also have the holistic wraparound supports that are needed for every student.